Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another review on the headliners Jordan Amavi, the left back from Marseille. We're going to be going through the card, his details, his stats, his traits, some of the clips I got with him, and a summary on Footbin at the end. Before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you don't upload, and comment down below who you would like me to review next if you guys have got any players in mind. Try and keep it to players who I can trade as well, guys. I know that Milner and McTominay have recently just come out, but I don't really want to sink my coins into SBCs right now. I know that's not ideal, but let me know if there's anyone that I can buy and try out for you guys. Anyway, getting into the review, this is the team I used Jordan Amavi in. I played him at left back for the first two games, and then I had a bit of a thought around where else I could try him because I really wasn't enjoying using him at left back. I didn't feel like the card was performing well, so I moved him into the defensive midfield slot, and guys, I have to tell you, he played really well there. Surprisingly well considering, but he's not a defensive midfielder, and we will be analysing how he compares against other defensive midfielders or midfielders and how he plays as a left back as well. Getting into the card, 5'9", high medium work rates, left-footed, 3-star skill moves, and 5-star weak foot. 5 games played and 1 assist for me as well. Not that that really matters, I was playing him more defensively anyway, so that is all it is. It's fairly cheap as well, guys, to get this card, so he's not super expensive, and it's quite good, the 5-star weak foot. However, the high medium work rates do suit a fullback more than they would a defensive midfielder, so that's something to bear in mind, that he does get forward a lot and lose his position if you do play him in midfield. The chemistry style I applied to him, guys, was a shadow, just to boost his pace and defending. The two positions I was playing him in, again, fullback, defensive midfield. I want his pace and defending to be the best that they can be. And of course, he's from France, Marseille. We'll have a look at some of the links in the summary at the end. Getting into the attribute details, guys, the strengths here are his physical attributes, actually. His jumping, his stamina, and aggression are all really good. He also has decent defending stats across the board. Some of the weaknesses of this card, guys, to be fair, there isn't a lot considering what you're getting. I would like the passing to be a little higher if you play him in midfield. As a fullback, it's perfectly fine, but as a fullback, therefore, his pace is too low for me. He suffers a lot on the fullback slot. Even with that shadow chemistry style, he feels too slow, and his agility is a little low as well, so feels a little bit stiff on the ball as well, and that could really use a bit of a boost as well. Finally, he has no player traits, guys, so there's nothing home to shout home about there. Now that we've gone through the card, let's get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting into Jordan Amavi's clips, and really guys, what I wanted to show you was first of all his left back clips. Now a lot of the time what I found was his biggest feature was his strength, his power, his ability to be able to drive through tackles, win the ball high up the pitch, things like that. But in terms of actually playing as a fullback, guys, he really suffers for pace. You need to be very careful with this card when you're defending with it. If you try to take it out on too much with this card, you will get him out of position and you will really suffer for it. And that was really the story of him at left back. Suffered a lot on defense playing against people, and although his crossing and his general passing is pretty decent, it's not good enough even at a left back slot to be warranted in terms of keeping him there. Moving him into midfield, I saw a lot more success. There was his 1 assist, of course, as well, that we saw earlier, but I don't feel like that is justification enough to buy this card just because he was better in one position compared to his standard position. As far as comparisons go, I don't believe he was that good in left back or defensive midfield. He just happened to play better there. Very one-footed as well, guys. Although he does, I think it's a 5-star weak foot, he does play most of his passes with his left foot. Now, I mean, that's not necessarily a drawback, that might just be the way I'm facing the ball, but again, if he's got 5-star weak foot, we want to be able to take advantage of that and use that a little bit more than we got to in the game. Again, here, lovely little interception, playing in midfield there and taking the ball back again here. This chance actually led to a goal as well. You can see him making the run there above as well. Good tackle on Puskás there, lovely little ball out to Dembele again there. Here again, we're running around in midfield, good little interception, and he can play that midfield role, guys. It's not that it's impossible for him, it's just that, to be honest with you, I would not recommend it based on his work rates, based on his general technical proficiency. I wouldn't recommend using this card until he got a couple more upgrades. So guys, getting into the final Jordan Amavi summary here, and we're looking at the prices. First, 23.5 on the PlayStation and 23 on the Xbox, is 26 on the PC. Looking at his overall stats, again guys, he does have a decent set of stats. His passing could be a little higher for a midfielder, of course, but he does have that great 5-star weak foot, as we can see there. In terms of chemistry style, guys, I would be looking to boost a lot on this card, and maybe an engine would be good for pace, dribbling, and passing to make him much better midfielder. But guys, if I'm being totally honest, I would not buy this card until he gets a couple of informs. Looking at his price, he started off at about 30k, it dropped to about 23. I reckon he'll drop again to about 20k and then sit there for a little while unless he gets a couple of informs as well. Nothing really home to shout about on this card. He's very good in all positions, as you guys can see from this little formation card here. Pretty solid everywhere on the pitch. So that kind of says it all about this card, that he really is a jack of all trades. In terms of similar players, they've put Zambrotta. There's absolutely no chance that he is anything like Zambrotta, so do not buy him on the basis of what the Footbin recommends. That's absolutely 100% not correct. If I was to pick a player off the top of my head who he plays like, it would be difficult. I'm trying to think. Matuidi, similar to Matuidi in midfield, with a little less technical proficiency in the dribbling department, maybe, or the passing department, but very similar to Blaise Matuidi in that role. Again, if we're looking at some of the links you've got, though, this is where this card really starts to get some joy. You've got Sanson, the perfect link, Mandanda, Payet, Tovan, all these perfect links, but then the strong links as well, of course, to players like Mbappe, to other players in the Marseille team, and of course other players like Bamba, Ben Arfa, Koscielny, Mollet, Ben Yedder. You've got all these fantastic cards to link to, Alwar of course as well. So really a lot of options there, guys, for you guys to go through. If you want my recommendation for this card, guys, I would not recommend buying it yet until he gets at least one more inform, and then try him out in the midfield would be my recommendation. Do not play him at left back. He's not good enough for the left back slot. And that would be it. Wait until he gets the informs. Hope you guys did enjoy the review, and if you did, please do smash that like button. And until next time, I'll see you all in a bit.